How is it going today? Lois, K. Myers, Dwayne.
My name's Jasmine.
We're Dwayne N Jazz till we have Batman versus 20 Gotham Criminals.
It's a
Jubilee Parody. So you know the 20v1? That's basically what this is, and I think it's gonna be hilarious.
I know, especially because like if they do it like how Jubilee actually does it, like the people that are the 20 people versus the one, they never care to listen to the one.
No.
They just wanna just shout at you and just like not actually like have a debate. So I wonder how this is gonna go for the villains.
So this is gonna be interesting, and also Netflix just acquired Warner Brothers. That's huge. We'll talk about that at the end of the video. If you guys have any reaction requests, please follow social media in the link in the description. Don't forget to
subscribe.
Tap on it.
I'm Batman, and today I'm surrounded by 20 of Gotham's worst criminals.
Gotham got so many.
Gotham is too far gone. They're wrong. My first claim is that Gotham isn't beyond saving. If we fight back, if we bring real justice, this city can heal.
Yes.
The city can heal if we fight back.
Two-Face?
Yep.
I was the one fighting back.
Look at Harley
I
back
was
there.
the best
Yeah.
Gotham had to offer. And what did the city do? It didn't heal me. It burned.
This city broke you, Harvey, and that's a tragedy I understand.
He was
Gotham
trying.
too. The difference, Harvey, is the choice.
Choice?
You surrendered to the
There is no choice in Gotham. It's all luck. You think you
It's
forged
a fact
your will?
check.
You were chosen, same as me. We are just two random outcomes of the same toss.
You're right, Harvey. Luck's impartial, but impartial isn't justice. Justice isn't blind to who we are or what we've done.
Justice can be twisted. It always ends up serving one side.
Your coin doesn't care if a man's guilty or broken. It just lands.
Luck doesn't play favorites. With chance, half the criminals get what they deserve. Half the wealth finds its way back to the people.
True.
Maybe half the system stays corrupt. But
It said half are work.
That's
Work
still
for
better
criminals,
than your
half are
justice ever
criminals.
did.
Stop pretending you care about this city. You're not fighting for fairness. You're taking revenge. You failed to fix Gotham, so you decided to punish it instead.
I didn't choose. It was luck. It was fate.
You think that leaving everything to luck takes away the guilt. That if the coin decides, you don't have to.
Oh.
But that's the lie, Harvey.
Ooh.
You can't escape choice. Even when you flip your coin, you're
You're
choosing
choosing
to do
to.
it.
Yep,
Same
you're
way we
choosing to
can't
do
escape
that
luck,
thing.
We can't escape choice.
He cooked.
Justice doesn't need killing. I've seen what revenge looks like from both sides, and it never heals.
What you about to say, Jazz? Pause real quick. Hold on, Batman. Jazz, go ahead.
I was about to say, because I say this all the time. Sometimes it's needed. It's something, and I'm pretty sure I know who they're gonna bring up next to
Joker?
defend that. No.
Ooh.
Red Hood, because Red
Oh.
Hood did not kill and was learning underneath Batman to do the not killing thing, and then he got killed, and then he came back and he said, "Forget that, I'm offing y'all now because I died because you didn't want to get rid of somebody that keep breaking out of jail over and over and over and doing the same cycle. I'm about to end the cycle because he ended me. Okay, he was lucky to come back." He was lucky to come back. So I bet they're gonna bring Red Hood up because because that's who I bring up whenever I do that. I'm like, he literally died because of that.
All right.
And that's underneath Batman's ideology, like straight from that. So
Let's see.
With murder, we become the very thing we fight.
If you killed a killer, you're no better than them. You ever get tired of that line?
yes!
Or do you just record it once and play it back every time someone dies because you didn't pull the trigger? If I got $1 every time that happened, I'd be richer than you, Bruce.
You think ending a life makes the world cleaner? You think it erases
It
what
can
they've
stop
done?
their hatred.
It just stops them from doing it again.
You kill one murderer, and tomorrow there's another. Maybe worse. I've seen where that road goes. You start thinking every death you cause balances some imaginary scale. That's not justice, Jason. That's delusion.
You know what's funny, Bats? You call it your one rule, the sacred line you won't cross. But that rule, it breaks itself. Every time you drag some psycho back to Arkham just so he can escape again, someone else ends up in a body bag. You don't pull the trigger, sure, but the gun still goes off.
He
And you
said
just stand
Red Hood's strategy is
pretending your hands are
statistically
clean
balance the
while
numbers
Gotham
back to
bleeds
zero.
for your
Killing
morality.
ends the problem before you ever have to understand it. It's a shortcut that pretends to be justice.
How many times they got to break
But
out of
it's
jail to
not.
understand it?
You're not doing this to save people, Jason. You're doing it because it's easy.
And it works. You keep swinging that stick hoping they'll learn their lesson.
And they don't.
I give them a bullet and make sure they don't forget it. You talk about hard choices, but I live them. Don't ever think I'm softer than you. I'm harder than you'll ever be.
He said prove it harder
So
to break
stop
the
dancing
Batman
around.
himself.
You keep saying killing begets killing. Fine. But prove it. Tell me this. If
Okay.
you had absolute certainty, one bullet, one man, and every murder in Gotham stopped forever, would you do
I
it?
wouldn't. Because this isn't a math problem you solve with one act. It's a question of what we teach a city about itself. Kill one man, even with a guarantee, and you have written a law into the world. Someone may die, so the rest may live. Who gets to decide when that's justified? Who watches the watchers when the scale tips in the other direction?
I mean,
My
technically,
third
judges
claim
do
is
it.
that Gotham's
all the
greatest
time.
battle isn't fought in its streets. It's fought in its mind. People here are ruled by fear. It poisons every thought, every choice. They need a symbol strong enough to make fear itself afraid.
Fear?
That's what I
Riddler.
No, Batman. Gotham isn't ruled by fear. It's ruled by stupidity. Fear is just the symptom. The real disease is ignorance. The city doesn't rot because people are scared. It rots because they don't think.
People can learn. Given
But
the
do they?
chance, they rise above the chaos.
Really? You've spent years watching them set their own houses on fire just to keep warm, and you still think they'll rise above? Gotham isn't a city of victims. It's a city of fools who've earned their place in the dirt.
You sound like the very corruption you claim to despise. Intelligence doesn't give you the right to stand above people.
And yet here you are, a genius billionaire who literally stands above the city every night. Don't pretend you're not part of the hierarchy, Bruce. You inherited the top floor and then built yourself a taller one.
I use what I have to protect those who don't.
You protect them from what? Their own bad decisions? You keep saving people from consequences they earned. My riddles test the mind, Batman. They separate those who think from those who just react.
They spitting,
You
bro.
patch
Ain't lying.
leaks in a sinking ship and call it heroism. But you never ask why the ship keeps sinking. I'll tell you why. Because the passengers can't stop drilling holes.
You think intelligence is an excuse to stop caring. You think Gotham's chaos comes from lack of intellect. It doesn't. It comes from greed, desperation, power, all the same vices you drown in.
And all of them require stupidity to survive.
You're forgetting that empathy is intelligence too.
It
The
is.
ability to understand
is.
beyond yourself.
Empathy
It is.
is the mind's worst distraction.
You mistake cynicism for insight. Gotham isn't stupid.
I will
It's
agree
lost,
with
and
that,
lost
yes.
things can be found. There is nothing this city needs more than a symbol, and I am that symbol.
If
Not
you have
because I'm
emotional
smarter or
intelligence,
richer or
it
stronger,
could take you
but
very
because I
far.
stand for something every broken mind in this city still remembers how to feel hope.
Then riddle me this, Batman.
Uh-oh.
Riddle
If
me
the city
this.
can be found, why does it need a detective to keep looking? Because Gotham doesn't think.
Then I'll keep fighting until it does.
The problem with you, Batman, is
Lord.
that you want to save people who don't want to be saved. Gotham's not a city of criminals. It's a city of survivors. Everyone down here's just doing what they have to.
Nah,
What
you doing
call
crime.
Crime is actually ambition.
You doing
they don't
crime.
Want your
Okay.
justice.
You
They want a
dealing
chance to
drugs.
crawl
Yeah. You're a
the
criminal.
only way they know how.
I've seen enough of this city to know people aren't born bad. It's the weight of their world that twists them.
That's
But
very
deep
true.
Down, they still remember what's right. I've seen that spark. I know these
You
people.
know nothing about these people. You,
Get him
a
gone.
billionaire with a guilty conscience. You were born above the gutter.
I know more than you think. The people want something greater than comfort. They want order. Something
Order?
that reminds
For
them
a
that
city
even
like
in-
Gotham? The only kind of order these animals understand is what you would call organized crime.
call that
Dang, they said their crime employs more residents than
is
the government.
exactly what I'm trying to do.
Nothing poisons Gotham more than the empire you're trying to build.
And yet that same poison feeds more families than your government ever did.
Then that's what we gotta
My
fix
kind
is the
of
government.
business gives people
Yeah.
purpose, power, pay. I've done more for this city's poor than your justice ever could. My way may be dirty,
Yeah, it is.
but at least it plays by the rules of nature. And that's exactly what Gotham needs.
The underworld is the worst place in Gotham, ruled by the worst people this city can breed.
Maybe if you weren't such a pain in the ass and let me run that underworld, it'd be better for everyone.
You running the underworld would be like asking the fire to guard the matches.
At least I'd give the people what they truly want.
Asking the fire to
Guard the
guard.
matches. I'm gonna start saying that.
To earn. You're the one trying to shove your code down their throats.
My fourth claim
Okay.
is that chaos isn't the truth of Gotham.
Okay.
Order is. Even after all the madness, all the destruction, there's still structure worth
I do think there has to be rules,
Without
yes.
rules, without purpose, this city isn't free. It's
Order,
lost.
order.
Oh, God.
You ever talk about? You wrap people in rules because you're terrified of what happens without them. You don't want order, Bats. You want
Control keeps people safe.
Safe? No one's safe. You think you can build a cage big enough to keep the world from cracking? You're not saving
go.
Gotham. You're delaying the punchline. Everyone's one bad day away from realizing the joke. None of this makes
You
sense.
think I don't see that? You think I don't know how absurd this all is? I do. I know none of it makes sense. But that's exactly why I fight. Because if the world refuses to make sense, then I'll force it to.
Oh.
Give it meaning.
That's your plan?
Listen, that's
You can't
control.
bully the world into behaving. You can't scare chaos into order. You build your little systems, your rules, your symbols, but the moment you blink, it all falls apart. Because people want it to. They're not built for balance. They're built to break. It takes is one bad day, and they remember what they really are. You keep trying to save
It depends
them
on the
from
Hold on,
person.
pause right quick.
But-
I feel like
It depends on the person.
I think
feel
that
like
one bad day could,
It could do-
create a villain or a hero.
It could tip the scale either way. That's how I
Yeah.
see it. Because like, say like you have really one bad day, and then like how people say they're entering their villain era because of this thing
Yeah.
happening or whatever. Then that's one way.
Yeah,
But
that
then
could
one
go.
person could go another way to where they want to not have that happen again, or not have that thing happen to someone else.
Yep.
So they take another road where it's more positive to be like, okay, I'm gonna try
Yeah.
to not have that happen again and try to get
Yeah.
stronger or do something to just not have that ever occur.
Yeah.
And not become the villain. Still be a good person and just like have certain other things
And
in place.
there's let's be real, there's nuance to certain situations, right? Like we know that poverty makes people do crime.
Yeah,
right?
because
So, like,
things were literally like
I think
kind of
we've
like
seen
what
it.
he said,
Yeah.
like government like was not hiring people, and we've experienced this as Black people as
Oh, yeah.
as far as
Yeah,
we
yeah,
are in
yeah.
America.
Yeah.
So it's like they legit like were making it a way so that Black people weren't employed, so that they didn't get jobs, they didn't
Couldn't
get
buy
homes,
houses.
couldn't buy houses and stuff like that. So it's like, what do you expect them to do?
Yeah.
Like,
and
and then if they did like do their own thing, like which was like, oh, like you go to your own town or you go make your own city or whatever like that. And then when Black people did do that,
They
guess what
burned it.
happened? They burned it down.
Yep.
They drowned the city.
I don't know if
it's
you guys watching
I
Absolute-
don't know what y'all want them to do.
Yes,
sometimes.
Absolute Batman. If you guys watch Absolute Batman, he literally fighting like a white supremacist group, and
Yeah.
you know that joke, I ain't gonna lie, it was fire. But like you were saying, like it all kind of runs into each other because like you're not able to, you can't afford to buy a home, so now you got to rent, but now you're not building any wealth.
But
and
then you
the
can't
wealth
get
of
a
these
job
homes,
the right way because they won't hire you because
Yeah.
of how you look or whatever like
Or
that. And
whatever.
then it's like, what am I supposed to do to feed myself and
my
feed
family.
my family?
I think there was one Batman story that was like that, where it was a guy, and then he had to go steal, and then I think he had to go steal, and then something bad happened, which he didn't mean to happen, and I think he went like crazy, and then I think Batman came and then took him. But you know, it's a nuance to search. It was like a thing that was showing us nuance.
Yeah, and the villains are going back against Batman, saying like, oh, like you don't know what's really wrong with this city because you've been born into money. Like you've never actually experienced poverty. You've never actually experienced like being like in the sewers and gutters and like trying to like make a life out of like the bottom. Like you went on this crusade. Like had your parents not died, you would have been living cush in that mansion without ever wondering anything about the city. If we're being honest, you're not gonna learn. You wouldn't have this whole crusade to do if your parents didn't die. Because before that, you ain't care. You didn't care about it. I mean, you was a kid.
He was a child.
Maybe you was a kid, but yeah, of course you're not gonna care because you was a kid. But I'm just saying, he didn't really
most likely
look
he
at
wouldn't.
The city that you most likely would not have cared about none of the stuff in the city had your parents not got shot.
That's an interesting.
What do you think?
That's an interesting anecdotal fact, because we don't know what it might.
We don't know, but it just from. I mean, he was a kid, so I can't really like say like, oh,
like, he might walk like he might it might be a day where him and his father might be driving to Wayne Enterprises, and then he sees the poverty and the things are going on. He's like, Dad, why don't we do this? You know, we don't know. That's why I said it could be a fact. But the villains could easily say that because they're like, you've never actually experienced what a lot of these people do experience on an everyday thing. Like you're fine and you have like these great things about like what we should do for justice, but other people don't see that because the life has been kicking them down since they were born. Yeah. So they're like, what exactly? That's why you said we're one bad day away from. Yeah. And I get why you're saying that, because it's like, how much can like life like beat you down to where you're just like, you know what? Y'all gonna treat me like the villain? I will be one. Y'all want to treat me like a monster? I can be. Like, instead of being like, oh, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna get up. Some people don't get up. Yeah,
I know. You know.
Yeah, we gotta fix the system. Let's dive on in. Let's finish it. Let's finish the rest of this. Let's see what Joker has to say. He might say some of the points that we said.
Deep down, you know it. They're all me, waiting for their turn.
You can play the nihilist all you want, but that's not why you do it. You don't spread chaos because you believe in it. You do it because it serves you. Because as long as the world burns, you get to pretend the fire means something. You don't want to prove that everyone's like you. You just want to drag them down far enough that you can
I don't use chaos. I belong to it. The world is built on order. Order's just a trick we tell ourselves to sleep at night. You fight chaos because you're terrified of it. Because deep down, you know it's stronger than you are. But me, I stopped being afraid a long time ago. No rules, no control, no illusion of safety. Just the truth, raw and honest. You call it madness, I call it
chaos
freedom.
Doesn't build, it only burns.
But burning is building. You just haven't accepted it yet. You still think you can draw lines in the fire and make it behave. But one day, you'll see what I see. That the flames don't destroy the city, they reveal it. You and I just handle the truth differently. I've already accepted it. You're still fighting it, but you will, eventually.
Maybe you're right, Joker. Maybe one day I'll see what you see. But if that day ever comes, then Gotham really will be lost. Until then, I'll keep fighting the fire. Not because I think I can stop it, but because someone has to stand in the smoke and remind this city it's still worth
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that was pretty good, bro. We gotta watch. They got other ones too.
Yeah, like I will say some takes are like, all right, like you just want to do crime. Like I will say like for like I kind of understand where Penguin is coming from, but then at the most part, no, because like dog, you making it worse. Like your business is making it worse. That's why as soon as he started talking, I was like, all right, nah, I can't listen to you because you dealing drugs. Like you making the city worse. You're making it worse. You talk about something. Oh, because the government's not hiring us, so you just gonna make it like bad, like worse than it already is,
bro. Like, I was gonna say, who was it? It was it was the Penguin's Batman, the Batman. That made me, oh my god, bro. It made me hate the Penguin, bro. You guys gotta check that out, like the Batman, the show, the Batman's Penguin.
No, it's just called the Penguin.
I'm sorry, yeah.
Yeah, that's what
the Batman's Penguin, because I think, you know, you gotta separate them, because, right?
It's just called the Penguin.
No, I'm saying the Batman is the franchise. The new Batman franchise and the Penguin in that franchise. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
oh, okay. Yeah. I thought you were talking about a movie.
But you do have to watch the Batman. Well, no, you don't. You don't have to, right? You don't have to watch the Batman.
I mean, it'll
you do. Yeah, you
it'll give you some background, but it's not really required. Not really.
Yeah.
But Penguin's definitely making the city worse. Now, Joker's been. His story is a little harder because it's like I can see why he's leaning into the maniacal shit, but it's also that like you can't do like the road that he went down. He can't also say that everybody is like willing to do that. But I kind of understand why he's saying that, because he's just like, okay, like the phrase that he says that everybody is one bad day from becoming him. Yeah, is saying like he's not the only one getting beat down in this city. Yeah, and he then started leaning into the chaos that they were giving him, and he was saying that he's not the only one that's capable of doing that, which is true, because everybody is capable of doing bad, but everybody's capable of doing good at the same time. Not everybody's inherently bad, and not everybody's inherently good. That's what that's exactly what Batman was saying at the beginning of Jubilee. I mean, the parody of the thing he was saying, people don't come out the womb bad, Joker. They don't. Like, you know, and then that one bad day could be the hero's origin. That's how it usually is, the hero's origin. Except if you're All For One. Now, All For One was bad. Oh my god. All For One was definitely bad off the womb, bro. The womb. So there ain't no saving that one. But like some people you can't save. I'm just saying, some people you can't save. They just gotta drown. So hey, you know what I mean? Red Hood. Psychologize the dude on the corner. Right. Red Hood. Sometimes, hey, I ain't gonna lie. Red Hood would spin. Sometimes you gotta put a. Let me stop. I don't know. From Red Hood's perspective, that's why I was just like, hey. Put him in jail and let him rot. That's what you do with him. Let him rot. Serve time. Let him go. But I will say a caveat to that is that, okay, so like it's wrong. Well, how do I say this without sounding like I'm crazy? Remember, an eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind. No, I get it, but it's like I was gonna bring up like how judges, right? Judges have done the death sentence and stuff like that. So is it only okay to kill the criminals in court, or is it like not? And even still, when that was happening, when they was when they would be like give people the electric chair or they'll give them the lethal injection, people were like, that's inhumane or whatever. But I don't know, like sometimes the severe, depending on how severe the crime is of the person. Like if they're just a monster, like they catching bodies, and I'm talking Cletus Cassidy level of villainry. Yeah, put him down. Put them down, dog. I'm sorry. I'm with the crowd where put him down. Yeah, he like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just, you know, nah, bro, we don't need that on here. Or make your jails better to where they can't. Gotham jails, they be breaking out of Gotham jails all the time. All the time. It's just a vacation. Like, all right, I'm gonna sit here, rest up, get recuperated. Then when I feel like breaking out, I'm gonna break out. Like, how about y'all make it so that they can't get out? But that just shows you how crazy and corrupt Gotham is because that happens. I don't know. I don't know, bro. It's just wild, wild Gotham. You know, and plus it's a show. It's like a franchise. So if they take the villain, I think another reason why they don't kill is because if they take the villains away, there's gonna be no story. There's not gonna be no fights. There's not gonna be. Oh, nothing. So you're saying that Batman is leaving them alive on purpose, and he has something to do. Well, that's the writers are leaving Batman, letting Batman villains be on purpose. Because if he was killing everybody, all the villains, there wouldn't be no villains in Gotham, right? That's like when Elmer Fudd thought that he actually shot and killed Bugs. Right. He was sad. He was sad because he's like, I ain't got nothing. The chase is done. It's done. And that's why the same reason Spider-Man don't kill his villains. Because if he's out here killing his villains, there would be no villains. That's why. Okay, for instance, Punisher, Red Hood. They kill their villains, bro. How often do their stories go? They don't go that far. And then there has to be another hero to stop them from killing the villains. Don't you think that they'll kill the henchmen for sure? But don't you mean that they're successful though? They did what they came to do. I guess. They did. But there's always a power vacuum that replaces what the said villains that they kill, unless they just out here killing everybody. But then then the government's gonna come in there and be like, bro, you just can't be out here being judge, jury, and executioner. That's what they do. And they go, it's Punisher come in, don't even talk. He come. I know. And then the government goes in and be like, bro, you just can't be out here putting the law in your own hand. Who made you judge, jury, executioner? Yeah. Right. But then who made you?
What you mean? The government, the order that we set up.
Yeah, I get it.
Because they got to be, like, okay, that's what I'm saying. Certain things are nuanced, right? Like, I forgot what it was. I don't know if I'm tripping, but it was like a piece of media I was watching where the guy, he had a sick daughter, he had to go steal something, and he had a gun, and he wasn't planning to use it. But then the guy fought back, and he ended up shooting the guy. You know what I'm saying? And he was shook and stuff like that. And I forgot which hero. I think it was Batman or one of the other heroes, and they got him and then took him to jail. But imagine if that was Punisher. Oh, he dead as heck. He wouldn't even know, like, I didn't mean to choke. Like, they wouldn't.
Well, Punisher would actually not go seek out the violence. He wouldn't do that. He will only do that to the people that deserve it. Like, if he was the father trying to get the stuff for his daughter or whatever like that, he not about to just go in there and start shooting everybody.
But
he won't go in there. He's gonna try to do it civilly and like the regular way and like not
severely, brutally beating.
No. He won't. I'm saying that he only beats people that he deems as criminals. He's not gonna go into a random pharmacy with innocent people and just start murking them. That's not what he's gonna do.
Maybe.
He does that to people that shown they have done crime and that they're bad people. That's the people that he be going to go murk. He's not getting the pharmacist. Like, he's not doing that. He's gonna just go buy it from the pharmacist.
He getting the guy that's killing the pharmacist is what I'm saying.
Well, if somebody comes to kill the pharmacist, then that's what he's gonna do. But I'm saying if he was the dad that needed the money for the whatever, he ain't about to just go in and kill the pharmacist.
Right, but in certain eyes, crime is crime, and then they go, you out here jaywalking? Batman, crime is crime. You out here selling drugs? Crime is crime.
But we can go all day.
Yeah, we could go all day. See, this is why it's such like a good, like, you can go all day. Anyway, guys, comment below. Let us know what you think.
Don't forget to like and share.
Deuces.